Welcome back to the Crisis Report. It is. What am I saying? Welcome back to PrepperNow. Who you kidding? Yep, we're going to talk about some doom. Economic doom. It's everywhere. You loom. Economic doom. 10,000 jobs. Thanks to the $20 minimum wage. You mean, wait, whoa. You mean if you force businesses to pay people $20 to flip burgers, they're going to have problems? Yeah, yep, you are. That's the truth. Yep. California, it's like literally, they're like, you know what, let's just ruin this place. Let's do it. We're going to ruin it. Ruin it and ruin it and ruin it. Ruin it and ruin it and ruin it. 10,000 jobs because the $20 minimum wage. So they cut labor costs. So what do you think happens? You think they're like, yeah, all right, we're going to pay everybody $25, $20. No. They're like, bro, get the kiosk thing. You'll notice it. It's over there. That's kiosk. That's your new person that you talk to. You go in and go bleep, bloop, 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 bloop. And you put it in there, and you put the numbers in. You say, hey, I'll take a McDouble with fat, and I'll take a fat with a McDouble. And you put the buttons, and then all of a sudden, some extremely invigorated and happy 17-year-old will bring your food over to your table, right? $20 an hour. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when minimum wage was $4.75, and like you could actually do it. I worked in the restaurant business for a long time, and there were a lot of guys that were not American. That evidently the non-American restaurant workers, that's been a thing for quite some time. They did their best. They worked hard, and they worked long hours, and they did everything in their power to do it. And they did it. I learned a lot. Learned Spanish. Yo hablo español así. Yo quiero hablar cocina español. Like speaking the kitchen Spanish. I know all the bad words. I won't say them here. So yeah, Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom, Magic Democrat, they're the best. Pushed through the law. April 1st went in, and now all of a sudden all these places are closing. One beloved taco chain is shuttering. 48 locations. Is that Del Taco? Who knows which one that is? Let's go through it. So he said, California businesses have been under total attack and assault. Now look at that. Isn't that a tasty burger? That's meat right there. Yep. Ooh. Whoa. Quarter pounder with cheese. Right there. Just another law puts businesses in further jeopardy. McDonald's, Burger King, and even low-cost favorite In-N-Out Burger jacked up prices to offset the higher wages. Yeah, they are. That's all they can do. Cut employee hours. You mean you just can't have a fleet of people working for $20 an hour? No, you can't. You know what the most you spend on in a restaurant is? It's not food. It's not electricity. It's not rent. It's labor. Your labor, I know this, I used to manage restaurants. Your labor is number one. That's why if you are dead, quiet, slow, whatever, first thing the owner says is as soon as X, Y, and Z are going on and there's no one in the restaurant or it's very slow or whatever, you get rid of the people that are working the lesser areas because you rotate. You have like one person work downstairs, another person work upstairs, another person work the patio. Patio, it's a rainy day. No one's coming in because it's raining, so everybody's going inside. Patio person gets cut, right? That's the way it works. It's pretty effective. Chipotle, there you go. That'll make you poop. So you can only raise prices so much. Wait a second. You mean you can't just infinitely raise prices and people are like, they start to have problems with it? No, you can't. Actually, it's called the Laffer curve as it pertains to taxes, for those that don't know. Laffer was an economist for Reagan, and he had this thing called the Laffer curve. And basically, taxes, funds to the government, whatever you want to call it, they can only get to one area. Like, they can only rise so much. And then as soon as this curve goes to a certain point, people start to leave. They start to check out. Okay, we experienced, my wife and I, when we lived up in the Northeast. The Laffer curve happened. They tax you on everything. Car tax, this tax, that tax, the tax to exist, tax to breathe, breathing tax, everything. So what did my wife and I do? We left. We left. I said, we can live incredibly comfortable away from here. And she said, no. I said, yeah. Check this out. This is crazy. Not all states have a car tax like they do in the Northeast at certain places. Yeah. So we moved. Yep. Went to Ohio. So Rubio's California Grill, fish tacos. Frank, what's up, buddy? Talking to you, bud. I know that you know. Closed 48 of its nearly 134 locations end of May. First major chain to fall victim to the new law. What's going on with Red Lobster? Closing up stores. What's going on with all kinds of other areas? And we'll get to it. I'm going to go over there. So they filed for bankruptcy on Wednesday. Foster's Freeze closed the location in Fresno, saying the franchise owner could no longer afford to pay workers upgraded salary. But this is the communist paradise of California. You just create money out of nowhere. Look how rich these guys are. Yeah, my father ran a business. At the end, he was in corporate America. They tried to F him in the B, and he took his middle finger out, and he said, go suck it. And he bought a business and ran it at the end. So I have a little bit of a working idea, and this is a pretty solid business. I have a pretty good idea of what it takes, how much they make. Guys that own businesses, like personal businesses like this, whether it's like a single-off restaurant in wherever Foster's Freeze, they don't make that much money, and they work like dogs, and they tend to be one of the main employees, and they don't exactly make a wage. So anybody coming on here and thinking, just guys just living high on the hog. No, it's not true at all. It's absolute crap. These guys work their tails off and they get nothing. They hopefully the business will be okay and they'll sustain. So 115 here, 17 up there, right corner. Hit a button, 3 buttons. You click it. You go in there and you hit that like button, or you hit the dislike button, or you hit the subscribe bell. And you subscribe if you're new here. So, Marcus Wahlberg, not having anything to do with the famous actor, he runs 4 Fat Burger franchises in Los Angeles. Now, first of all, the name is great, okay? The only thing to be better than Fat Burger is Death Burger. But he told them in January he's planning to raise menu prices 8%, 10% in the response to the new Chick-fil-A new law. Chick-fil-A price spikes 10.6% mid-February, according to data from Gordon Haskett. Recent survey conducted by Lending Tree found 78%, so 4 out of 5, consumers now consider fast food to be a luxury purchase due to the now and how expensive it is. So we're on the old vacay right now, right? My parents they fit the bill and we get the food. So we're feeding 7 for 7 days. We got about $300 worth of food. I can't take them out to a restaurant. We're eating here the whole time. We're not going to a restaurant. We're going to be eating here. That's how it is. You can't do it anymore. You can't do it anymore. 2/3 of middle class struggling financially, according to a new poll. Let's bring this back out a little bit. All right. I know. Hold on. We're real high tech here on the old prepper now. Got to get the thing going. I don't have my cup. My cup at home is much better. This thing is a coffee mug, and we're just doing the best we can, folks, here. Okay. 2/3 of middle-class Americans are struggling with their finances, according to a poll from the National True Cost of Living Coalition. That's a great name. 2,500 Americans. It's a good sampling. Not going to lie. Anytime you get above 1,000, you get a pretty good cross-section of who's what and what's who. American middle-class respondents defined household incomes. $60,000 for a family of four. You can't live on $60,000 for a family of four anymore. I'm sorry, you can't. Not unless you're in Boondocks, East Kansas, or something like that. You can't do it. You're not living well at all. And in New York City, you're going to the food bank. $60,000 for a family of four. 65% said they are struggling. Poll also found that 1 in 5 Americans' household incomes more than $150,000 for a family of four worry about paying their bills. Plural. Talking to my parents tonight. Okay, now my parents are retired and they've worked their tail off, and they are now financially well-to-do. I know we should hate on them. Heaven forbid. They're nice. They take us on a vacation once a year because they like to do that, and we should hate on them for being successful and working literally 60 freaking years out of their lives, right? They say they get like $200 all the time. Like everything's $200. They had some, I forget. My mom told me these 2 different bills, things like auto glass replacement, or I don't remember what it was, but it's $200. Everything's $200. You just get $200 to everything. And I said, well, at least you guys can pay it. I was like, most people out there, they don't have $1,000 to pay for a basic financial issue, and we're becoming broker. So it says here, the economy is booming. No, it's not. They want you to think that, okay? Because they're worried about a certain someone not getting back into office. They want you to think that. But Americans are still gasping for air financially, said Jennifer Jones Austin, officer of the Federation of Protestant Welfare Agencies. Interesting. Helped commission the poll. They simply don't have the breathing room to plan beyond their present needs. Translation, everybody can pay their bills barely, and that's about it. That's about it. But don't worry, your money's safe. The banks are okay. Economy is booming. Sure. Joe has argued that skyrocketing inflation under his administration is due to the aftershock of the Rona. He even claimed that inflation rate was 9% when I came to office. That is untrue. Is this the Daily Wire? Wow, they're really kissing Joe's butt. I gotta be honest. I'm kind of surprised at that. So yeah, 9%. Let's read the one before. Well, the U.S. has seen job growth under Joe. Yeah, the non-Americans, new neighbors, have grown. You guys going to enter that in there too? Or are you just going to suck them off because what's his name is Ben Shapiro, or whatever his name is. Yeah, okay. I don't really come to the Daily Wire often, and now I'm being reminded of why. BLS, supply chain disruptions, all that. Temporary cause of the high inflation. Okay, it has nothing to do with monetary easing. Nothing to do with the quantitative easing. Okay. What's that, PrepperNow? Well, that's when they print money. What do you mean? Well, they just start to flood the M2, which is the velocity of money. They flood it with all kinds of extra new money printing. And what happens? Well, the money printing gets into the cogs and it makes things go up in price. So, but we've covered that. We know that, right? But your money's safe. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, shutting down branches all over the place. Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America. These are the biggest of the biggest. They're going to online banking. Okay. There's a little Wells Fargo. Shut down 17 locations. 8 locations shutting down in the span of a week. Chase. Amount of branches this month. 18 brick and mortar locations gone. But everything's hunky-dory, friends. Everything. It's the best economy ever. Just listen to the Daily Wire. 79 stores of the biggest banks ever. Because people just don't go there anymore, right? That's it. No. I actually go to a bank from time to time myself. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. Ball got rolling as J.P. Morgan closed 18 of its Chase banks. So this is a problem, you know. Where's this going to go? I don't know. Where is it going to go? Bank of America continue the trend by shutting down 16 branches. 400 branches are expected to close. So, you know, more job closures. Let's go on over here. Let's check out some more because, you know, it's the best economy ever. All jobs in the past year have gone to new neighbors. Okay. California fast food restaurants, 10,000 jobs, $20. I mean, it's the best ever. White-collar workers struggling to find jobs, the labor, everything's great. Yep, everything's great. Everything is great. Yeah, it's not good. So, is Wisconsin Farm Boy here, SRD? Just put a thumbs up or something in here. I want to crown him king. And the other guy that doesn't like cult members of Trump. Nobody's in a cult for Trump, dude. Let me tell you what's going on. The current guy in office is basically fucking over the country, and everybody's pissed off. So that's, if you need, it's not a cult. Nobody's like chanting incense to him, you know, or anything like that. Okay, thanks, SRD. It's because the economy sucks. Just take a read. Read, bro. The economy sucks. Trust me, I said it the other day. If the inflation was under control, if people had jobs, if everything wasn't all screwed up, it wouldn't be a cult. Nobody would be giving 400 frickin' million to Trump. You know, seriously. Come on, man. So, it's not about a cult. Trump is not a cult. Trump is a freaking reaction. Trump is a response. And I'm not saying I'm going with him or anything. I'm just saying he's a response. Trump would have never gotten in 10 years ago. You think Trump would have had been anything in 2012 when it was Romney versus Obama? No. Everything was okay by then. Trump came in because everybody saw all these people like Hillary and all the others, and it's Republicans too. It's not just Democrats. They saw a crapload of corruption, and Trump said, I'm going to fix it, okay? Now, if you look at his first, go-around, he really didn't fix it, okay? He didn't. He didn't fix that much when it comes to the swamp. He got a lot of swamp creatures in there to air quotes, help him and all that, and it didn't really go as a lot of people thought. However, Seeing what's going on now, people are aggravated. They're aggravated with the trajectory of the country. As Babylon Bee put it, they had a headline the other day. It was freaking hilarious because Americans excited to either vote for felon or unconvicted felon. Those are your choices. This is where we're at, I mean, this is what happens when your political class and a bunch of unelected pieces of shit that are in the background to protect them so they can keep their jobs go in and strip mine the economy to everything with the exception of the freaking studs in the wall holding up the pictures. They take all that crap down. They put everything into their pocket. They put the middle finger to your children and you, telling you where to go and how to get there. That is what's going on. That's what people feel right now. So it's not about incense and some orange person in a freaking mirror and everybody, Trump, Trump, Trump. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with all kinds of stuff. I mean, look at this. Look at this. 2.6% Social Security. Federal government screwed me over. Corporate America is price gouging. No, it's not. Everything's expensive. Resources and everything else. All this stuff. 2/3 of the middle class can't make it. Arizona GOP, 500,000 to 1.3 million. Who knows who they are? Job openings, lowest level since 2021. Let me just put this bluntly for anybody that's got a question. Okay, it's not about a personality. Everything sucks. Am I wrong? Everything sucks. Everything sucks. We notice it down here on vacation. We come every year. My mom and dad have come here for 40 plus years. Okay? They're very simple people. They want a 1 week recharge. And you know why they come here? Because it is I'll take a picture of the freaking oven in this place. The oven is older than me and I'm 50. Okay? And that's not an exaggeration. We're here because we get a good deal on it. A friend of a friend. Okay? But we come down here, and it's a nice area, and it's a vacation spot, and people come down, and you can tell. I mean, you come here, and you can't even get into the the resort area place. You rolled right in today. Now, maybe it's because people still have their kids in school or whatever. There's always extenuating circumstances. But when you look at the economy, when you look at what's going on, when you look at the deals and stuff. My God, Groupon gives me more freaking notifications in the last 6 months than it has in the last 6 years. At this point, I'm going to get a text message that says, please, God, buy something. My wife goes on to Marketplace, okay, because we're cheap AF as well. I don't buy things new. I go and I buy them from other human beings on Marketplace because I save about 50 to 75%, and I don't have to pay taxes generally. Plus, I'm helping out a person that's trying to sell something. I like that transaction. She said there's things on there. She said she saw an $1,800 couch that got reduced to $250, and it is still not selling on Facebook Marketplace. People are freaking broke. Hard. And I take no pleasure in saying that. That's what's going on. That's what these videos are about. I mean, you have the guy in charge screaming at corporate America to bring their prices down. Okay. There's all kinds of stuff that you could do to fix it. But nothing's working. Nothing's working. Okay? So what are people going to do? They're going to go out and they're going to vote for Orange Man Bad because he's different than, Joe. I was going to try to say something fun. I'm not going to do that. I want Joe to succeed, folks. I do. I want the Democrats to succeed. And by succeed, I mean make the country better. But it's not going on. That's not what's happening. Everything is just progressively getting worse. And we're about to crap the bed. The housing market's about to crap the bed. Prices, there's stagflation all over the place. I mean, I am licensed to teach a little bit of economics. I'm not an economist. I am not brilliant at what I do, but if they came over to me and said, hey, here's the book, go teach the youngins the economies, I could do it. We understand the basics because I've been tested in it. Things are bad. I don't want them to be bad. I want millennials and Zoomers, whatever their political flavor, to be able to buy a home, buy a car. But nobody's buying anything with a interest rate at 7% because they're trying to keep it up so they can keep the damn cheese at the grocery store down, and it's not working. That's it. So it's nothing about someone's personality or how good they are or whatever. It's please God help us because we are struggling right now. And we need anything we can do to make it better. So, and that's the other thing. It's all the culture wars too. Look at this. Families are ditching Boy Scouts for faith-based alternatives after rebranding to Scouts of America. Yeah, of course they are. Everything's just cheapened and made crappy. So, when you go in here, a lot of people go to Costco to save money. Costco price hike. Popular items, see unexpected jump in costs. It's literally unending. And it's on and on and on. And people are going, please, God, someone do something. So we'll see. And you know what the other problem is? Like I said before, I'm going to say this again. Things are going to go really crazy here in the next 4 months. If they just would have allowed the natural progression of things, if they just would have let Orange Man Bad get his second stupid term, who he probably would have done something stupid in the second time anyway, and just let him ride out his 4 years. Here in the next 4 months, Orange Man Bad would probably be handing off to Pence, who would be suffering a loss electorally to whatever godlike human being the Democrats put up. And then we would go back to the back and forth of things. But they couldn't do that now, could they? No. They had to go in and they had to start tickling the balls of everything, and turn it into something crazy. And this is where we're at. This is where we're at. There's people in power that will not give up power. We already have that in the background. The unelected people, they're going to do whatever they can to stay in power. So, Orange Man Bad is a big middle finger to a lot of people. Now, I personally think that nothing's going to change. I mean, if you've been here long enough, you know that I have no faith in anybody, any person coming here and shifting things better. No, it's just going to be a swirling of the drain. How fast are we going? 47 miles an hour or 22 miles an hour? We're going to swirl. That's what I think. That's why I'm trying to do what I can to get as much out of debt as possible, learn how to grow food, get myself out of the system. If there's a prevailing theme on this channel, it is to get yourself the F out of the system, because the system's going to get checked into the boards. Whether that's the fact that the American dollar is no longer used in petrodollar transactions. Today's that day, June 9th. Whether it's the fact of not going to get inflation under control, and the only way to service $35 trillion in debt is to basically inflate our way out of it. There's economics 101. Go look at Japan. That's all they're doing. Go look at where the yen was in the 90s and where it is now. That's the future. Nothing's going to, it's just, sorry. There's no Superman out there, folks. There's not. There's no Superman. Thank you, some random dude. Absolutely. There's millimeters to seconds to nanometers what do they say in Star Trek, to parsecs. Yes. That's where we're at. Any moment now, we're all going to die. Actually, everybody dies. But there's going to be problems. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take decades. But, I mean, you need any proof of that? Where were we in the 90s? Anybody look back at like what's going on in the 1990s and not think, man, that was a pretty good time. I was actually doing pretty well. I remember my parents had money and things were okay. We had a bit of a surplus and yada, yada, yada. And all the other talking points. I remember the 80s. I grew up in the 80s. It's all right. It's all right. It's a pretty good time. People voted for Reagan. Reagan actually made some things. He also made some dumb decisions. There's a lot of people that don't like him because of his things on immigration. Nothing's going to be perfect, but yeah, we're in. This is where we are. Yes, Mr. Trujillo, you spelled it correctly. Parsex. Perfect. So, yeah. Yeah, Trump's going to take care of everything. Thank you, Motor Oil. Correct. Don't worry, folks. He's going to get in there, and the heavens are going to part. Angels will sing on high, and orange Cheetos for everybody. It's going to be great. No, probably not. I agree, West Virginia Farmer's Daughter. The 90s music was fantastic. I remember going to Lollapalooza and Horde Festival. You guys remember Horde? Horizon of Rock Developing Everywhere. Blues Traveler. Big old boy come out, start hammering on that harmonica. You sitting there getting all funky in the parking lot before going in and dancing on the lawn at some rando outdoor festival place and just having a grand old time. Like, people don't even go to those kind of music, and they do. They're strange. You got to have like a plastic clear bag, and they got to put a finger in your butt to make sure you're not going to do anything terrible. That kind of stuff. I wouldn't go now. Yep. Yeah, I agree, conserve friends. We're a little too far down the drain. We are. I wish we weren't, but we are. It just, honesty is honesty. I don't know if you noticed. We're getting real down to brass tacks here. I don't want to think this is a cult for Trump or anything. I don't think he's going to, make things perfect. I don't think he might do some good things. He might. I hope he does. But I don't have faith in the system anymore because there's too many corrupt pieces of crap in the background doing all kinds of stuff. I don't think the presidency or the election is going to be solved until months after. I think it's going to go to the courts. I think it's going to be lawfare because they do everything that way now. I do. I don't like it. I don't want it to be that way. But it is what it is. So, that's why this is a prepping channel. I'm prepping for nasty times. Because my 5-year-old and my 10-year-old and my 12-year-old and my wife, who, pretty with it, but, she suffers bouts of, doesn't understand what's going on. But, she's good. Yeah, swamp's too big. It is. It's too big. It's too big. So, and the people that are metastasized there, that are in it and are cogs in the wheel, they're not going to do anything to get themselves out of it. This is their job. None of this was supposed to be like a lifetime job for people, but it is. So they're going to keep rolling things the way they want. And then you tack on all the crap going on all over the world. There's a subset of people in our government that think that going to war is going to be a smart idea. It's going to help. No, it's not. Can't even get people to sign up regularly for the military. It's not a recession. In a what they call it, a silent recession. Can't even get people to sign up for the military. You want to talk about a job that's just waiting for you? Yeah, you got to do some crap. You have to go to boot camp, whatever the heck it is you go. But, you can come out and, military, you can come out and be all right, be set up if you do it right. Nothing wrong with it. My wife's niece is in the Air Force. She's over in the Middle East right now. Smart girl. She's doing great things. She's going to get in the Air Force and she's going to do good things. You can do it. You can. I fear for her. I'm going to be honest with you. Being in the military right now, all the crap going on, where she's at, what she's doing. I think she's in Dubai. She's in the UAE, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it just, look at all these hot headlines, guys. Choose one. I don't remember it being like this 10 years ago. It's going to be gradual. Collapse is not something that just happens. You know, it's not like a movie. It's not a big mushroom cloud flash and everybody's face gets melted in a, cityscape scene where the fire blast is going through, the canyons of buildings and taking people away. And it's not like that. It's not the way it's going to be. It's waking up and looking over and your neighbor is selling the house because they can't afford it anymore. That's what it is. Boats for sale, traveling down your main road and just seeing, that's what I've noticed. Motorcycles and boats and cars, oh my. Never seen so many for sale. And they're not, they're not going anywhere. All right, so it says, notice he was sworn at 11:47 a.m. Garth Brooks song, Amazing Grace, arrived at Arlington Cemetery with a 3-gun salute. I didn't know the salute was different. I will agree, Motorola. There's things off, but, I don't know. Good memory on that. I do remember falling a rabbit hole on that one, on a few people. And who knows? Maybe there was something different. I don't know. There's people saying it wasn't him or blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But, it was different. It's bad now. All kinds of stuff. Oh, you want me to do Winning Streak? Do you want me to do the log song? I sing, right? And for many years now, I have done the log song to like check the microphone levels. What rolls downstairs, rolls over in pairs, rolls on your neighbor's dog. What's great for a snack and fits in your back. It's log, log, log. Log, log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Log, log. It's better than bad, it's good. Come in and get your log. You're going to love it, log. Everyone loves a log. Everyone. New log from Blammo. Yeah, you know it. Of course. Ren and Stimpy, baby. That's why I like you. Sorry, folks. A little interlude right there. I know. That'll probably get me yeah. More log? Okay, yeah. More log. Oh, yeah, Joy. I got you. Log, man. Ren and Stimpy was great. I got you. Shaven yak. Oh, man. Yeah, there's no saviors, folks. No Supermans. No, nobody's going to come sweeping in and take the damsel in distress and the clutches of the big gorilla on the Empire State Building. None of that's going to happen. I just lost like 20 people watching the stream. Whatever. He's singing, dude. He's singing log songs. It's weird. Yeah, no, none of that's happening. No, there's no people coming to save the day, It's gonna be, you're gonna be your own first responder. You're gonna have to do all the stuff you got to do to make sure that you can fix it and roll through it and everything else. I'm getting ready to redo our bug out bag in my wife's car because I got one of mine. And it's pretty up to date. It's only like a year old, but hers is been, because it's been the family truckster. So I got to go there and just stuff like that. You guys, you got to figure out stuff like that and make sure that you are on the ball to whatever happens. So, because we're just, it's not, no one's gonna. We have to help ourselves. Okay. No heroes, Just you and I doing whatever we can to help our families and being prepared for it. Basically it. So, I was going to do 30 minutes. I went 10 minutes over. Start singing about log. Winning streak, thank you for putting that up there. I totally forgot. I haven't done that there. I'm a huge Ren and Stimpy fan. I've seen them all. I love them all. But yeah. So, yeah, no heroes. I guess we'll put some kind of a title like that for this sucker. Because we got to do it ourselves, right? But we'll get there. We can take this opportunity and we can do good things. We can make it happen. We can make it so we are okay. And we can handle it. Darkness is spreading, everyone. Darkness. So yeah, hit the buttons up there. Three buttons. Hit the like buttons, and or not, and leave a comment. Tell me that you think I'm in the cult, or maybe you're in a cult. Don't be in a cult. Cults are not good. Okay, and yeah, keep prepping. Keep doing whatever he says. As Conserve Friends always says, prep and pray. He's absolutely correct. Keep prepping and keep praying. Pray for your enemies. Pray for everything. Pray for Ren and Stimpy. Pray for Winning Streak. Pray for Log. Pray for the guy that was saying the cult. All that. Do not pray for the cult. No. Actually, I'll start singing Firewoman if you really... No, that's a great song. I was working out the other day and that came on. I started really busting it out. That's a great workout song. Yeah. Keep praying and keep prepping and don't be in a cult. You do you. You got it. You can handle it. All right, friends. That's it. God bless. Stack, stock, stick to the plan. Keep heading slow when your powder dry. Appreciate you being here. We'll see you on the next one. I'll be doing this all week long. I can really spread out. We're on vacation, so we're chilling. Okay? God bless. See you.